Hey everybody, welcome to my collections. This is a collection of many movies from Hollywood from 1940s and up. Let's start with first, Old Yeller. How many people have seen this and how many people have cried when they shot the dog? You're a man now, Toby. Tommy Kirk, who is standing behind Old Yeller, was the star of this movie. Let's go on. Old Yeller. Here's Tommy Kirk with Old Yeller autographed, holding the very rifle that he shot the dog with. How cliche. And this is Dorothy McGuire. She was the mother, one of the best actresses there was. In the movie, she played in so many different movies, this lady. She was one of the best. Here's her autograph. Dorothy McGuire. And this was actually from one of the stills from the movie theater. Old Yeller. Okay, another one that starred in Old Yeller was Chuck Connors. Remember Chuck Connors? He was also a baseball player. Chuck Connors from The Rifleman. There you go. One of my favorite shows when I was a kid. I used to rush home and watch this on TV when I was a young kid. I used to think it was the cat's knees. As my grandpa would say. Here is Johnny Crawford. Johnny Crawford actually starred as the son of Chuck Connors in The Rifleman. To the end of every show that they had, at the very end, it would be like a Christian. They would tell you exactly what the show was about and what he did right during it. It was a good Christian show. I enjoyed it. Very seldom. Okay. Now this is Gene Evans. Gene Evans actually started in westerns. And it was old westerns. He started with John Wayne. He started with all the best of them. And then he went into war films. And he started playing in war films. Gene Evans. Another top actor. Ah, here we go. Here's my favorite actor right here. This is Pat. He started in the Cannonball Run. He was the bad guy in pretty well every movie that he made. Do you know what his name is? His name is Jack Elan. Jack Elan. That one eye. I always had that closed. Jack Elan. Now, we have Wild Bill Hickok himself. This is Guy Madison. Guy Madison starred as Wild Bill Hickok. He also starred as many other roles and singing cowboy roles. This is the actual suit he had during Wild Bill Hickok. This is what he wore. Guy Madison. Oh, here's one of my tops. This is Gene Autry, Gail Annie Get Your Gun, and Pat Brutan as the comedy. Okay, Gene Autry, as you know, was a singing cowboy. He broke every girl's heart. And then you have Gail Evans. Gail Evans was actually Annie. Now, if you remember, she was one of the top shooters of the Western world. Annie Oakley. And then you have Pat Prutan. Pat Prutan was the comedy. He could always make everybody laugh. Pat Prutan, Gail Evans, and Gene Autry. This is extremely rare for used collectors out there. A triple autograph. I've seen singles. Very seldom if I've seen a double. But to have a triple, no, that right there, that's top of the line. Okay, now the next is actually one of my favorites. Red Ryder. Now, that right there is the autograph of Robert Blake. Okay? He starred as Little Beaver only 3 times during Red Ryder, and then he was shipped over to the Little Rascals, where he played on the Little Rascals for several seasons. From there, he went on to many other roles as he got older and killed his wife, rada. We all know. Now, we also have Bill Elliott. Wild Bill Elliott was his name. And he was another one of the singing cowboys of the old days. And down here we have Gabby Hayes, another one of the top comedic peoples. He kept the laughing going. These were actors, people. These were when real actors were real actors. They didn't have second, third, fourth takes. They had one take. They got the lines right the first time. They didn't screw around. They didn't ask for anything. They just did their job. These were actors. Okay. Remember this guy? This is Jesse White. Jesse White. He used to be the Maytag repairman. Remember him so long ago? These are really old people. Sorry about that. But this is Jesse White when he was actually a star. He played as Legs Diamond in this. Another theater still. Jesse White. He played as a bad guy in this. Pretty funny too, I've seen it. Now next up, everybody mentions this guy. Everybody. Because he is Randolph Scott. Now there's an autograph that's hard to find these days. Randolph Scott. One of the best actors there was in that time. Shootout at Medicine Bend. It also starred some of the best actors there were, and they were so young. Look at that. Started their careers. Randolph Scott. I love these old shows. I used to watch them all the time. This right here is a tragedy, folks. Brian Keith. Now, Brian Keith was a Canadian actor, one of the best too. He's always done westerns, he's done very few comedies. But the tragedy here is that his daughter died of cancer. And when she died of cancer, it broke his heart. And when it broke his heart, he committed suicide to be by her side. Isn't that the perfect daughter and father love story right there, I'm telling you. Brian Keith. Now here. Carol O'Connor. Archie Bunker himself. This is the watering hole 3. It's pretty good, actually. It was pretty funny. I laughed my ass off while I was watching it. He plays the sheriff, and he's a crooked sheriff, and he's stealing the money from the war chests. Carol O'Connor. Now we have Misty Carlo. Yvonne DiCarlo. Sorry. Yvonne DiCarlo. You remember her. She also played in The Munsters. There's her autograph right there. It's hard to see. It's in pen. This is The Undead. She played in a lot of really amazing movies. Yvonne DiCarlo. Next up is a bad boy. Bad boy. He was in prison for quite some time. Rory Calhoun. He was a car thief and a bank robber. When he got out of prison, he decided that he was better off going into Hollywood. So he became an actor, and a damn good one, too. Starred in a lot of westerns. The Hired Gun. Here's one of my favorites. Mr. Lash LaRue. 1942. Lash LaRue. Known for his antics with a bullwhip. The man could put out a cigarette right out of your mouth with a bullwhip. No, dead man's gold. Here's another oldie. Mr. Lash LaRue. Well, folks, there you have it. Trip down memory lane for westerns. The next time that I come up, I'll be having TV sitcoms from the 1950s through 1970s. Some big names there. You all have a good one now. Bye-bye.